Hi, I'm Corwin Kruse. I'm an attorney and the owner of Kruse Family Law in Minneapolis. Welcome to our series, The Basics of Minnesota Divorce. The purpose of this series is to give you a quick overview of some of the various issues that arise during the divorce process. I am not your attorney. This is not legal advice. Consult your own attorney before you take any action in your own divorce case. We've been talking about some of the issues that arise in divorce. Today, Chapter 6, Child Support. I want to start by reminding everyone that child support belongs to your child, not to you, not to your ex. Your child is the one with the right to the support. The presumptive amount of that support is going to be set by statute. It is what it is. The court can deviate, but it does so very rarely. When you calculate child support, you're going to calculate the PICS number. That's parental income for child support, and it's based on the gross income of you and of your spouse. So, for example, if you made $40,000 a year gross, your spouse makes $60,000, the total is $100,000. Your percentage, your PICS, is 40%, and your spouse's is 60%. You then calculate from that the amount of support that one parent will pay to the other based on the number of overnights per year for each parent. And as the number of overnights move up or down, the amount paid changes slightly depending on each overnight. If you want to get an idea of what your child support obligation might be, head on over to the Minnesota Child Support Calculator. Here's the web address. You can pause and jot it down if you want to. Now, as I said, the court can deviate, but if it does so, the statute requires that there be written findings as to why the court is deviating. It doesn't happen very often. It can, let's say you have a special needs child or something like that where expenses are greater, but it is an unusual thing. If you're self-employed, you are going to have to provide records, tax returns, things like that, and the statute is going to have guidelines as to how to calculate your gross income. And child support generally is going to be paid until the child turns 18 and graduates from high school. So if they're 18 and they're out of high school, you're no longer paying. If they're in high school, you could pay while they're 19 or even until they're 20. So the elements of support. There are 3 different numbers you're going to get when you calculate child support, and then you add those up to determine how much should be paid. These 3 broad categories. First, basic support. This is going to generally be the largest component of your total child support obligation. This is a number that the computer generates, and it is going to cover things like housing, food, and clothing for the child. The second category is medical support. This includes things like your insurance premiums, the unreimbursed medical expenses, your deductible, your copay, things like that. And this is going to be based on your PICS percentage. If your PICS is 40%, you're going to pay 40% of the medical expenses. Finally, there's child care support. This tends to be only for younger children, but if you have a child with special needs, you may need child care through the minority of that child. And it is to cover child care that's needed for work or educational purposes. This is the only reason child care support comes up. If you are working or going to school, and because of that, you need to pay somebody in child care, that is where this payment comes in. And this is also computed based on your PICS percentage. If you have any questions, please go over to our website, krusefamilylaw.com. We have links to a number of resources that may be helpful to you. Give us a call, 612-231-9865, or email me, corwin@krusefamilylaw.com. Thanks very much for watching. Have a good day.